Before I start this story, Abeg, tell me, where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments. And if you love powerful Nigerian stories that will shock you, inspire you, and make you shout, God, abeg, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss the next episode. In the heart of modern-day Lagos, inside a quiet estate in Magodo, lived a man named Chukwudi Okafor, known everywhere as the stingiest husband alive. People said if Chukwudi was walking on the road and an N100 note fell from his pocket, he would kneel down, cry and pray for 10 minutes before picking it up. He wasn't just managing money, he was worshipping it. And the biggest victim of his stinginess was his gentle wife, Amarachi. Amarachi was a soft-spoken woman, the type who would apologize even when she was right. She had dreams, big dreams, of opening a clothing boutique. But since she married Chukwudi, her dreams became dust inside her heart. Because her husband did not spend money. He didn't buy her clothes. He didn't give her allowance. He didn't even put fuel in her car unless she begged like a child. Yet, and here is the painful part, Chukwudi somehow always had money to spend on one mysterious woman he kept calling my special person. Amarachi didn't know the woman's name. She didn't know where she lived. She didn't even know the colour of her skin. But she knew something. Her husband was giving another woman what he refused to give her, and that thing was slowly killing her spirit. But neither Amarachi nor anyone in that estate knew that destiny was preparing a big disgrace, a big reveal, and a big lesson for Chukwudi. A lesson that would shake his marriage, shake his pride, and shake his soul. Because one day, in a moment of carelessness, the stingy husband mistakenly sent his wife a huge sum of money. Money meant for his side chick. And that single mistake opened the doors to secrets, tears, betrayal, and a revelation that would change everything they thought they knew. Chukwudi loved money more than anything else. He loved it more than his wife, more than his peace, more than his dignity. But what people didn't know was that behind his stinginess was something worse. A double life, Every afternoon, after pretending to go for business meetings, he would drive down to a short yellow building at Allen Avenue, Ikeja, where a lady named Bella waited for him. Bella was everything Amarachi wasn't. Bold, sharp-tongued, wild, and money-hungry. She didn't love Chukwudi, she loved his wallet. And that wallet? Oh, she squeezed it like a sponge. Every week, baby, send me 200K. Baby, I need new hair. Baby, my phone's spoiled. Baby, I want to do my nails. Chukwudi would send the money without blinking. Meanwhile, his wife at home? She was wearing the same gowns she had worn for 5 years, cooking with kerosene because the generator needed repair, taking Uber because her car had no fuel. Every night, Amarachi prayed for strength, but she also prayed for something else. God, please open my husband's eyes. Let him see me again. She didn't know her prayer was about to be answered, but not in the way she expected. Amarachi was the type of wife who would make stew and keep the biggest piece of meat for her husband, who wrote long messages saying, I miss you, even if he didn't reply, who smiled even when her heart was breaking. But suffering has a way of gathering like clouds before rain. One day, as she washed clothes with her hands because the washing machine's belt had snapped, tears dropped into the soapy water. She whispered, why am I the one struggling? Why does he treat everyone better than me? On that same day, Bella sent Chukwudi a message. Baby, I need 1.5 million urgently. Don't disappoint me. Amarachi's fingers were bleeding from washing clothes. Bella's nails were being done in Lekki. Life isn't fair, but destiny is always watching. The moment that changed everything started simply. Chukwudi was angry. Bella had insulted him over the phone, shouting, if you can't send money, then leave me alone. Her voice pierced his pride. He wanted to prove himself. So he opened his banking app. He typed the amount, N2,700,000. More than she even asked for. A huge sum. Amarachi had never seen that amount in one place. He typed the message, for you, my queen. Then he clicked on Bella's contact. So he thought. But in his rush, his hand shook, and instead of Bella's name, he tapped Amarachi, my wife. He didn't notice. Not until later. Not until Destiny had finished arranging the drama. Amarachi was in the kitchen frying plantain when her phone vibrated. Ding! She wiped her hand and picked it. It was a credit alert. She blinked once, then twice. Her heart jumped. She looked again. 2,700,000 won credited. She dropped the plantain. The oil splashed. She grabbed the phone again. She wasn't dreaming. She stared at the description. For you, my queen. Her hands began to shake. At that moment, she didn't know whether to scream, faint, or run outside and shout, Praise God! For the first time in 8 years of marriage, her husband had sent her money. Big money. But her joy mixed with confusion. Why now? What changed? What happened? One thing was sure. This money was not ordinary. 2 hours later, Chukwudi opened WhatsApp, expecting Bella to send, Thanks, baby. But instead he saw no blue tick, no message, nothing. He panicked. He called her. Baby, did you get it? Get what? Bella snapped. The money, nah. Which money? His blood ran cold. He opened his banking app. He checked the recent transfer. His hand began to shake. He had sent the money to his wife. His soul left his body, returned, left again. He screamed, What have I done? Bella called him back. Where is my money? You think I'm playing with you? Chukwudi tried to explain. She didn't let him. You better get that money back or we are done. She ended the call. Chukwudi's heart was racing. Bella controlled him. He couldn't lose her. He had to get the money back from his wife. But Amarachi was not the same Amarachi anymore. He rushed home that evening. Amarachi was sitting on the couch, calm, with her phone in her hand. Amara, he began gently. She looked up. Her eyes were deep, unreadable. My love, I mistakenly sent you money meant for business. She didn't answer. He swallowed. I need it back. For the first time in her life, Amarachi smiled a small, sad smile and said, Which business? Chukwudi felt exposed, naked, afraid. Just send it back. I need it. Amarachi stood up. Chukwudi, in 8 years of marriage, have you ever given me money? Silence. Have you ever bought me a gift? Silence. Have you ever repaired anything in this house without shouting? Silence. Have you ever asked if I'm okay? Chukwudi looked at the floor. Amarachi's voice trembled. You treat me like I'm nobody. But today, God decided to remember me. She turned and walked to the bedroom, leaving him standing there like a sinner before judgment. Amarachi didn't touch the money. She didn't spend a kobo. She sat on the floor, prayed and cried. Then she made a decision. God, I will not return this money, not out of wickedness, but because this is the only time he has ever valued me, even by mistake. She used part of it to repair her car. She bought clothes she had needed for years. She paid for a shop space for her boutique dream. For the first time in her life, she felt seen. She felt alive. Meanwhile, everything collapsed for Chukwudi. Bella dumped him, insulted him, blocked him everywhere. His ego shattered. At work, a major deal failed. His partner suspected he was hiding money and removed him from the project. Bills piled up, debts rose. Everything went wrong at once. He was facing the consequences of a life lived in deceit. People in the estate began to talk. Have you heard? Chukwudi sent millions to his wife by mistake. That stingy man. God works in mysterious ways. Some laughed, some clapped, some shook their heads, but everyone agreed. Destiny had caught up with him. Amarachi's boutique opened at Ogba Shopping Plaza. She named it Queen's Touch Fashion. Her business grew fast. Women loved her. They trusted her. They supported her. For the first time ever, Amarachi was independent. She didn't beg for money. She didn't feel small. She didn't cry herself to sleep. She was a new woman. One night, Chukwudi sat alone in the living room crying silently. He had lost everything. His side chick, his money, his reputation, his pride. But worst of all, he had lost his wife's respect. Amarachi walked into the room and saw him crying. The sight broke her heart. She sat beside him slowly. Chukwudi, what's wrong? He looked at her with red eyes. Amara, I'm sorry. I've treated you badly. I didn't appreciate you. I didn't honor you. I don't deserve you. She didn't speak. Tears filled her eyes. He continued, that money, it wasn't a mistake. God wanted to open my eyes. Please forgive me. Amarachi wiped her face. Forgiveness wasn't easy, but she felt his sincerity, and her heart softened. Amarachi forgave him, but she didn't return the money. Instead, she said, that money has already built something good, something for our family. Let it remain that way. For the first time ever, Chukwudi felt gratitude, real gratitude. He began to change. Slowly, but sincerely. He supported her boutique. He became generous. He learned to give, not just take. He treated her with respect. He valued her. Their marriage began to heal. Before you go, tell me, where are you watching from? Drop your city. And make sure you subscribe for more powerful African stories.